York Timebank Fair Shares for Acomb and Westfield has been running since January 2012. A Timebank is a scheme where people exchange skills. For every hour a person gives helping someone else, they receive 1 time credit, which they can exchange for any help they need. We took over a 10% sample. 8 Timebank members to understand why people got involved and what the personal impacts of being involved were. This film evaluates people's motivations to join Timebank, what type of skills have people swapped, and what impact Timebank has had on people's lives. What were people's motivations to join the Timebank? 90% of people joined the Timebank to meet people. This was because they felt isolated.
I moved to York about 7 or 8 months ago, and I moved from Leeds and I didn't know a single person when I moved here, so I was really interested in getting to know more people and to really get involved in the community.
I arrived in York 2.5 years ago, so I was very motivated at trying to find networks of people that I could get on with, that there was something that I could give as well as have back. And when I saw the Timebank advert for more volunteers, I thought that that would be a fantastic way of being able to get involved in my community, getting to know people and starting to make connections with people that would benefit in the future.
Practice, I suppose, in a lot of ways of the skills that I already have. Also the social aspect is good. And just, you know, being able to utilise my time rather than frittering it away.
It could be a foreign land in some ways, and I've often thought there could be a Berlin Wall or a Jerusalem Wall or a Belfast Wall, you know, actually dividing the communities here. There's nothing physical dividing us. We share garden fences and what have you. People, we go across there, they go across here. But there is a cultural divide, I think, and I suppose trying to bridge that as much as anything, and just get to know my own community better, which is sort of Acomb Westfield.
Because I've been a lone parent for years, and being a lone parent sort of puts me in a position of not being able to get out and about. So it has helped with that, and with different, like the band practices and stuff with them coming here, it's been really helpful socially and with confidence, because I don't have to sort of babysitting and all that sort of thing in order to take part.
What type of skills have people exchanged?
I did some work with another lady from Timebank, and I really sort of helped her tidy up her flat, decluttered it of all the things that she didn't need or want. She was a terrible hoarder. She had things there, but she wanted to keep them, so it was helping her get organised with those things. She was, it turned out, in some financial difficulties, so having that knowledge from my workplace meant I could use the Timebank project manager and sort of say this is what else she needs, and to sort of encompass then the needs of social services and any adult services that we could access for her.
I've done quite a few things on the steering group. I've been there and took part in the sort of meetings and discussions. I made a kind of a banner, because I can sew as well. So I made a banner to advertise Timebank for when, you know, they go to out into the community to advertise themselves. It just says Timebank, you know, so I've done that. And the band's been great fun, you know, we did a bit of a performance that was quite cool.
I had an Indian head massage from one of the ladies, and it was utterly fantastic. Talk about relaxing. I felt $1 million after that.
I had help with job application support from Jane from the Timebank as well, so I've had quite a lot of support.
I benefited from having my door refitted to the door frame. Had the door taken off by the carpet fitter in my lounge, and never got put back on again, so it spent 6 months leaning against the wall until it was suggested that, hey, we've got somebody who could possibly fit it for you. Fantastic.
I've had quite a bit of help, because Catherine came to help me, show me how to do the internet shopping, because they didn't go as far as that at the library, so she came 2 or 3 times and helped me to sign up for Amazon and asked her for the shopping, and then Jane's come and helped me do some gardening, lay some logs.
So that we could promote Timebank, I ran a stall, and I really felt I had a lot to give about how we actually run the stall, what sort of things we might want to put into the stall. I could really draw on my experience from my past jobs, And in terms of speaking to people and explaining what the Timebank is, I thought that I had a lot to give in that way.
Become an avenue for my children to learn a foreign language, which I hadn't planned. That's wonderful. And so it's all part of this, what I was saying earlier about how it's an opportunity for me to get around the problem of not having any money and yet wanting to support my kids and have a positive life.
What impact has Timebank had on people's lives? The evaluation found that Timebank is really good at decreasing social isolation.
With the decluttering of that lady's house, I know she had a successful move, and so decluttering was just a part of it. So that, even though that didn't affect the wider community, it did affect her directly, and she was part of a community.
Yeah.
But she's now taken some of, I think her life has turned around, it's become more positive, and she's taken that and she's making her own community presence in another area.
Wendy and I have become friends. I mean, she's been here for Sunday lunch one week last year, and we go to Scarborough, and so we do have a sort of friendship away from the Timebank. Yeah.
The first time I was in the pub.
Brilliant, so it was quite a good experience.
Yes, yeah, and Debbie was there as well, so...
And is Debbie someone you met through the Timebank?
Yes, yes. We're going to Scarborough on Friday.
Brilliant, so you've become friends.
Yes, we've become firm friends.
Ideas and opinions are kind of put out and then sort of thought about and tweaked here and there, but yeah, I feel valued. Yeah, I do feel valued.
Once I met Tash and all the others, it was really good. I've come out my shell now a lot more now.
Not just for people who are a little bit vulnerable, a little bit more isolated, people who've got learning disabilities or mental health issues. It's important for everybody, because everybody has got something to share.
The more the word kind of spreads, then the better it'll get, really.
We would like to thank the following people for helping to make this film.